Boy, I tell you, when it rains, it pours. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Downs with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to talk about today's very just uncharacteristically odd loss as the Philadelphia Eagles lose to the New York Jets 20-14. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to reach out to me, holler at me, DM me, whatever the case may be, I have all that info down in the description box. So come holler at your boy, yo. Oh man. Where do I begin? First off, man, shout out to the New York, Lord, the New York, the New York Jets. Giants playing the Bills right now. I was about to say the Giants. Shout out to the New York Jets, man. They played a really good defensive game. They got a formidable front seven. They really do. Um, Good coaching, and offensively they didn't turn over the ball, which is the story of the game, yo. They didn't do nothing spectacular, but they didn't even score no offensive touchdowns till we gave them one at the end. But they didn't cost themselves the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key. Eagles had 4 turnovers, man. Was -4 in the turn. We one of the biggest differences from this year as opposed to last year, probably the biggest difference is we're turning over the ball a lot. At this point last year, we led the NFL in turnover differential. We took the ball away a lot and we never really gave it away. Like we turning over the ball at an alarming rate this season, man. Some of it is just bad luck as far as like the Dallas Goddard play where it hurts hits Goddard, the ball gets knocked from him and it ricochets to Quentin Williams. That's bad luck. But DeAndre Swift getting the ball peanut punched out of his hands, I mean, that's kind of just a great play by them. You know, Jalen Hurts' arm getting hit, that's a great play by him, and the ball floating up and getting picked. But then when your quarterback is staring down a tight end in a situation where he gotta know the one thing you can't do in that situation is turn over the football. And that's what he did. Like, stuff like that is like, you get frustrated with Jalen, man. Like, he's made some plays like that where, you know, he stared down receivers and threw really ugly interceptions, man. And that's something that's happening honestly way too frequently, yo. When we start playing these better teams, and it's the gauntlet start next week, we get the Dolphins at home. He got to protect the football better, man. Like, and look, I believe in him. That's my guy. I believe he will, but he got to do it. He got to do it. Just because I believe you're gonna do it, don't mean you're gonna do it. You got to go do it. Um, and just so much uncharacteristic stuff. Him with the horrible interception with at the end when we trying to just get a first down to end the game, or at worst case punt it back to the offense and let our D line go eat to end the game. You had Kenny Gainwell dropping a third down, on the sideline. You had Jake Elliott missing a 30-yard field goal, who's been money all year. And to me, the most uncharacteristic thing out of all that, besides even more uncharacteristic than the Jalen play to me, was you had Devontae Smith, man, wide open in the middle of the field, and he just flat out dropped it. I mean, worst case scenario on that drive, you coming away with 3. And that drive, we end up getting nothing on that drive, yo. Very, very, uncharacteristic by him. I mean, it was just one of those games where it's just bad things are just constantly happening. And maybe it's a product of, we've been living on the edge and, we've been fortunate to be where we are. We haven't played clean, dominant football. We could have lost to the Patriots. We could have lost to the Commanders. And we've been fortunate to get out of those games with W's, and today it caught up with us. Now I'm gonna say this: as I'm annoyed about the loss, extremely annoyed, And now by us losing, I actually got to start rooting against the Detroit Lions, because with the 49ers, at least with them, we going to settle it on the field. We're going to play in Lincoln Financial Field in December. Now, it's not to say that both teams going to have the same record, but at least if you beat them, that's like having an extra game. We don't play Detroit. San Fran don't play Detroit, so we got to start rooting against them when it come to tiebreaker scenarios and all that stuff. But at the same time, it is what it is. I'm not gonna overreact. I'm not gonna say the season's over and all this other stuff. And honestly, my biggest concern right now is the health of Lane Johnson. Is Lane Johnson gonna be okay? That's what I'm really concerned about. Um, get the Dolphins next week. That's a big game. We both coming in with one loss. It's probably gonna be the most anticipated game of the whole NFL schedule next week. Jalen versus Tua. It's a lot of hype. We breaking out the Kelly Greens. You factor all that in. We gotta go out there and get a W. Plain and simple. Against a really good team. Defensively, I thought we played well. Hassan Reddick was big time again today. The secondary pieced it together despite, the people missing. The offense cost us this game, man. I don't feel like we ran the ball enough for whatever reason. Brian Johnson didn't trust the running game today. I don't know if it was a product of Lane Johnson getting injured or, that great Jets front, or whatever it was. I feel like we never, and when we did run it, honestly, when we did run it, we didn't have much success. So just gotta flush it, man. It's annoying. That's what it is. It's annoying, but it could have been worse. We lost this game instead of. I'd rather lose this game than lose to the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? This game is an AFC game, so it's on the other side, and it's not a game where you walk away feeling like, man, that team just really better than us. Like if we go out there next week and get smoked by the Dolphins, then it's gonna be like, man, this team ain't as talented and as good as we think it is. It took us 4 turnovers today, man, to lose this game, yo. 4 turnovers and a missed field goal. That's a lot to overcome, man. But gotta start playing better, man. It starts next week with a really good Miami Dolphins team at home. But for the good news, 49ers lost today. So that's why this loss doesn't sting as bad. And we still, even if Dallas win tomorrow, we still got a game with everybody in the division. So, but hopefully Lane is okay and got to start playing better next week. Jalen got to shake back next week, and I have confidence that he will. But shout out to the Jets, man. Jets played well. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm going to have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.